Yeah, lovely to see everyone today. I guess it's time for us to start with the exciting part of this of today ceremony. I'm gonna introduce Tino, our directors of studies and also registrar. She's going to be the MC for today's ceremony. Hi, Tino. I'm gonna pass this over to you.
Kia ora, Darcy, thank you. Kia ora, talofa lava, and sin chao. Welcome to the special course completion ceremony for the Digital and Collaborative Teaching and Learning Micro-credential. Before we start, I'd like to open us up with a karakia to bring us into this special place. So kia karakia tātou, ko te kawa o runga, ko te kawa o raro, ko te kawa ora, ko te kawa ora, e rongo e whakairihia ki runga, turuturu o whiti, whakamaua kia tīna, hui e, tai ki e. Would like to welcome our team from ENZ, Vang, Tham and Trang. And would also like to welcome our team from the Mind Lab, our General Manager Fee, myself, Tino, as well as the teaching team, Dave, Truman, and Darcy, who you are very well familiar with. At this time, I will now pass the spotlight on to Fee Webby, our General Manager of the Mind Lab, to share some thoughts with you all. Kia ora, Fee.
Kia ora Tino, tēnā koutou katoa ko Fiona Webby Whakaingoa. Azin chao, lovely to see you all and thank you very much for joining us here. So firstly, what I really wanted to say was congratulations to every single one of you. You have officially finished your digital and collaborative teaching and learning program. So congratulations, and I'm thrilled to be here with our Mind Lab team and Education New Zealand, and of course you successful graduates. It's a really nice thing to be able to do, even though we are on the other side of the world. The fact that we can still connect online via Zoom is a very special thing to be able to do, so thank you. I would really like to take the opportunity to thank Education New Zealand as well for allowing us to pilot our micro-credential in digital and collaborative teaching and learning, and to also allow a scholarship for you, the participants in this particular pilot. We're very aware that sometimes a barrier to education can be money, and so thank you to Education New Zealand for allowing the scholarship to be offered up to these students. And of course, reminding yourselves that you're the first ones in the world to pilot this particular program. So you are officially early adopters, which is really exciting. You can tell your loved ones that you were the first ones in the world to do this. And of course, we love pilots because it allows us to learn ourselves. We have a value here at the Mind Lab, which is ako, which is all around reciprocal learning. So it's important that as we grow and we evolve, that we learn from you and your experiences on this pilot as well. And then lastly, before I hand off into the official ceremony, is just to say you're now a part of our world, you are a part of our alumni, and we welcome you into our world, into the Mind Lab, into Tech Futures Lab, and we hope to see you again on many of our programs, 15 of our programs, and hope that we can open the doors to you either online or here in person in New Zealand one day in the near future. So thank you very much and congratulations for all the amazing work that you've done across the 15 weeks on the Digital and Collaborative Teaching and Learning Program. Thank you.
Great, thanks for that, Fee. I'll now ask Van to share some thoughts that she may have with you as well. Thanks, Van.
Thanks, Tino. Kia ora koutou katoa, govon toku ingoa. A very good morning to our dear teachers and educators in Vietnam. And tēnā koutou e tēnei ahi to our New Zealand-based team. Xin chào tất cả mọi người. It's my pleasure to be joining all of you today and celebrating our course completion ceremony of the very first batch of Vietnamese teachers from the Digital and Collaborative Teaching and Learning Micro-credential Scholarship Program this year. And first of all, congratulations to all of you On behalf of Education New Zealand, or ENZ in short, we are thrilled that you successfully won the scholarships and completed the 15-week course together. As you may know, this is the very first time ENZ has offered scholarships in this space, and it was essentially designed to support Vietnamese teachers and educators in the journey of digital transformation in education sector. And this is also the very first time we've introduced to Vietnam a micro-credential course, which is a new and powerful learning route. Apart from its compact and flexible in nature that allow learners to personalize your learning, completing this course would gain you the opportunity to further your study with a New Zealand postgraduate certificate or a New Zealand master degree. So we trust that the knowledge and the connections that you've garnered from the course have helped you, to further enrich your learning experience and strengthen your education links with your fellow Vietnamese learners, as well as some Kiwi, teachers as well. And then most importantly, we hope all of this then helps to empower your students and help them succeed in their study and thrive in what is an increasingly globally connected world. And last but not least, I'd like to extend our thanks to the MyLab team for supporting and working with us in this fantastic initiative. And special thanks to the teaching team for your dedication and hard work throughout the course. I hope to further our collaboration with more scholarships for Vietnamese learners in different micro-credential programs that you have next year. And once again, my warm congratulations to you all. Now that the travel to New Zealand has resumed, so we look forward to seeing more Vietnamese teachers, in New Zealand for either in-person exchange programs or further study. Thank you, Kiora. Back to you, Tino.
Great, thanks for that, Van. We're now going to share with you a course recap video that has been prepared for us. So I'll pass it on to Trang to share that with us. Awesome, thanks for that, Trang. Cool. So now we move on to the very exciting part of today. It's our pleasure to announce the learners who have successfully completed the Digital and Collaborative Teaching and Learning Micro-credential. And I'm going to pass it over to Darcy, who will announce the list of learners who have successfully completed the course, who is all of you that are on the screen today. So we'll pass that over to you, Darcy.
Thank you, Tina. It's such a privilege to be able to announce this. Feeling a little bit nervous and emotional as well. So Trang, if you can just showing the names on the screen, that would be great. Phạm Bảo Châu, Phạm Trần Kim Chi, Lê Huỳnh Đức, Võ Thị Giang, Nguyễn Minh Hà, Phạm Thị Hồng, Lê Phan Hưng, Tạ Thị Mai Hương, Phạm Doãn Mai Linh, Nguyễn Xuân Lộc, Bùi Thị Thanh Nga, Trương Thị Ái Nhi, Nguyễn Hà Trang, Lê Hoàng Thiên Trang, Trần Hà Mai Uyên, Ngô Thanh Xuân, yeah, I think that's it for the list, and back to you, Tina. Or we have a bigger applause for everyone. Thank you, Tina.
Thanks for that, Darcy, and congratulations everyone on successfully completing the DCTL micro-credential. We're all very proud of you, and we just thank you for the time you've taken to be on our program as well. And yeah, just congratulations to you all. Now I'm going to hand it over to you guys. So those of you who have studied with us, this is just an open time of reflections from your point of view, from your perspective, as well as the perspective of our teaching staff. So I'll hand that over to you now as our students, just on some open time of reflections and what you got out of the course, as well as to you, the teaching staff, and that might include you too, Dave, if you want to jump in after the students have shared with us as well. Thank you.
This is an awkward moment. Who's going to be the first one? Let's be the first one. Don't worry, guys. Just unmute yourself and then just say your reflections. Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. I'm shortly speaking that it is an honor for me to participate in this course. And this course has helped me change my mind a lot about collaboration and sustainability in education. Hope to join the other interesting course in the lineup. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Hun.
Thank you, Han.
I saw Mai Hương raised her hand.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you know, it's my honor to be here today with all of you and to meet all of you again in person like this. I must say that this is the first time I've ever experienced New Zealand education, actually. And after attending the course, I now can understand why many students, many teachers and educators in Vietnam dream to have an opportunity to try to further study in your country. You know, I many times have shared with someone here and with my friends that I've studied this course, which give me, you know, like complete understanding of what I need to do. And I learned a lot about the theory of how to teach better using the technology. You know, I talked to you before that before this course, we integrate ICT in the classroom without much understanding of what it can do and in what ways can we exploit it in an effective way to make it best for my students. I just use the technology to change the class atmosphere without much thinking about the further, without much thinking about how to create more, how to make the integration of ICT in the classroom better for my students. So when learning this course, you know, I have the background, the theory, and you know, I learned how to do it in a better way. And I think that it's a comprehensive course. And like Hùng, I also pay more attention to sustainable education. That is really new to me. I know the word sustainable and I think it's very important, but before that, I don't know what I can do and whether I have done it before. And now after learning, I know more about it and I know that I should pay more attention to that and I know what I can do, okay? And you know, one more thing, except for what I have learned from this course, it's really beneficial, really useful. And apart from that, apart from the knowledge I learned from this course and the skills too, I would like to show my thankfulness, my high appreciation to the support team. I got a lot of, you know, support from the supporting team, and you know, without them, I think that it's really difficult for me to finish the course. They took a lot of care with me and they sent me private email asking me for my problem when I couldn't send the assignment in time. And then they helped me to deal with my problems and give me a lot of encouragement on how to finish the course and in what way I can continue doing it. And thank you so much. Thank you. I cannot express all my sincere thanks to all of you here, but from the bottom of my heart, I would like to say thanks to all of you for creating an opportunity for me to attend this course and finish the course. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Mai
Hương.
Hương. Yep.
We
We-
see.
we-
Hello everyone.
So I'm gonna share a bit about my feeling for the course. To be honest, I think the teachers here are really supportive and lovely. During the time I study, I usually get sick because my health is not really good, but they are really willing to support me and offer me detailed explanation for my assignment. So I think the teachers are the highlight of the course. In addition, the knowledge is also very practical, and I have already used the knowledge I learned in order to deliver a training for Vietnamese teachers in Ho Chi Minh City about the integration of technology into education, and the training is kind of successful. So I think the course helped me a lot, which lays a very strong foundation for my future development. And I think I'm gonna develop more and learn more about the field of technology. So thank you so much for the course, especially for the teachers.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Ying.
Ying.
Xuân, I think you are raised your hand.
Yes. Hi. Oops. Okay. First of all, it's a nice day right now in Hanoi, and it's a nice day to have all gather one more time before we end the course. Like the previous people said, I really feel very thankful for the organizers of the course and also the sponsors. I think you guys made a great course in terms of both services and content. To be honest, if I have to retake the course, I would, because there's just so many knowledge and information that I didn't know before. And I don't know that we can dig deep into, learning and education that much, especially when we talk about innovation and sustainability. And believe me, I keep using the term flipped class, or flip learning with my students a lot now, and saying, hey, this is what you're supposed to do, and this is supposed to help us go through the subjects, rather than just me talking and you just doing the traditional learning anyway. But also I have to be honest that a lot of the technologies I have not mastered at all. All the websites and all the apps, I know it's optional and I know it's out there for us to choose, but yes, you had to retake the course again. I definitely would try all the blogs, the podcast, and all the presentations again. But like I said, because this course is so good in terms of both services and content, so I think I would definitely recommend this to my friends and my other colleagues if they want to improve on the path of teaching and learning. So, and thank you a lot for all of you. I know this team is big and you guys are always so energetic, and we feel bad sometimes we don't talk to you back, but yes, we were listening. So thank you a lot, and have a great one.
Thank you, Xuân.
Should we move on to our dear teachers to share your thoughts and perspectives as well?
So Dave, I think it's now
it's my turn, is it? Just begin. Okay. So I think there's a number of really interesting experiences we've had with this intake. We've not tried to bring a large group of international students onto this micro-credential before. And of course, it was originally written for an international audience, but we didn't really know who that international audience might be. And so it's been really interesting to hear your feedback and also, of course, to share those classes with you to find out whether or not the material that, of course, we developed in New Zealand with our experiences of the New Zealand education system was going to be of value to you. And another thing that we were aware of was that many of our students in New Zealand are school teachers, but many of you are not. Many of you are in other parts of education, including higher education. And so I think the main thing that I'm very pleased to hear is that many of you have found it useful. And I was also very pleased to read the feedback from many of you in our last class session when we had quite a few comments in the chat that were positive about your experiences. And I'm also very pleased to hear that how much support, of course, you've gained from Darcy and Truman and other members of staff, and that's given you a good experience of learning with us. It's been a real pleasure to be in those classes with you. As one of you mentioned, maybe you don't speak that often. I appreciate it's always very hard when you're in another language, and it's difficult to speak out. But it's very nice to know that you were listening and that you enjoyed those sessions and that you gained something from it. So thank you for being on this program. Thank you for all the work you've put in. Congratulations for completing. And I very much hope that you will continue to find the learning that we shared together useful for you in your future careers. Thank you.
Thank you, Dave. Yang, did you raise your hand before?
Yes, I just want to have some words to all the organizers and our sponsors for the course. Well, it's really gloomy today in Da Nang because the storm is around the corner already. Anyway, thank you so much for granting me the scholarship, me and my fellows the scholarship to pursue this course. I have just started my career in teaching less than 2 years. So there are a lot of things that I need to learn to be a competent educator. Basically, I'm really impressed with the volume of information provided in the course. So it's only the introduction section for the master course as Mrs. Dassey and Mr. Truman mentioned. But a lot of new information has been provided. The what I absorbed was just a drop in the ocean. Well, but this course offers me tools to integrate new practices into classes, especially for undergraduate students who have really high demands of learning. So I really appreciate your efforts that you have put on this pilot course for Vietnamese educators improvement. So yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, Yang.
Thank you. Darcy or Truman, did you want to share any thoughts as well, or?
Yeah, sure. I must say that I'm really happy to receive your feedback. This is such a positive and nice, kind words towards our teaching and our support team. So it's just really a great pleasure to be working with you, and also I feel like it's a privilege. Yeah, because being able to reach out to our home country and working together with the educators from our home country is really a really great opportunity. And I love that everyone has dedicated your time, energy, and into the course, and I'm sure that you guys are going to make a great impact in our educations. You guys remember that you are pioneers. You're gonna spread wide and further this thing, the knowledge with your many generations that coming through your doors. And yeah, so I'm happy to be, and then connect with you. And as we already mentioned, you are in here with us in the panel, in our family, and we hope that you come back come back with us, and yeah, keep in touch. And yeah, we are just hoping to see you either online, physical, in any way. But yeah, really great to have you in our network now. Okay, and congratulations and good luck with your futures.
Great. First, I'd like to thank Yenset for giving this 20 scholarship to Vietnamese educators. And secondly, I'd like to thank the MyLab. I really support the idea and I have to make this happen. Third, I would like to say how much I admire all of the Vietnamese educators here when I watch you guys from afar, very afar, how hard you struggle to keep your student going through last year when Vietnam was hit really, really hard by Delta variant. So you didn't give up, you keep going for your students. So that's really struck my heart. So that's why I really want to bring this kind of program to Vietnamese educators. Of course, with the support from ENZ. And I also I like to thank for you all for being really honest when you first start the 15 weeks and told us what happened in your context, how difficult it is you have to teach, and what you think about technology, or what you think about how they can help your teaching. When we see that kind of honesty, it's easier for us to support you to complete the course and to make the learning more practical. So for you all, I understand that 15 weeks is really a long journey. Many things happens in your personal life, but you keep going and keep and complete the course. And congratulations, and thank you for joining us.
Thanks for that, Truman. Thank you to everyone for sharing. It was really great to hear your reflections on your learning, and thank you to the teaching staff as well. Obviously, you've made a massive impact on everyone on this call, so it's really great to hear those reflections and their thoughts as well. So we're now going to show you a video that highlights key takeaways that you have shared, key feelings that you have shared after completing the course. So over to you, Trang. Thank you. Great, thank you so much for that, Trang. I'm just going to hand the spotlight over now to Truman, who is just going to share a little bit about where to from here. Over to you, Truman.
Thank you, Tino. Right, so many of you already heard about this from me in the last section of the course, so I hope you don't feel bored to hear again. But today I heard that many of you would like to retake the course because you enjoy so much, and I think you don't have to do that. There's many new things for you to learn, and we're happy to bring more knowledge and skill to help you to develop further your career. And you know that we have micro-credential, right? So the benefit of micro-credential is that you can come back and take the course at any time you would like to. So just like the first course you have done, it's self-paced and it's online. So the next course you can take would be the Lead in Beyond Sustainability. we believe this could be very useful for you, because sustainability is also a very big problem in the world and also for Vietnam. And after that, micro-credential, and if you could take another 30 credit course, and then you can complete 60 credits of learning, and you will get a postgraduate certificate in New Zealand. So we call digital and collaborative learning postgraduate certificate. Right. So after that, if you would like to go further, next slide, please. Thank you, Trey. And we have Master of Contemporary Education, where can you where can you learn another 120 credits to complete the master. And just like what you have done in Micro-credential of DCTL, this master program is also very practical. We would like to help you to bring what you have learned into your practice. So in this program, you will implement a project we call practice-based change project. We would like you to make some change in your practice, in your teaching, in your educational management, so that you can further your career and also contribute to the better learning for the learners. And then you can get the master degree as well. So improving your career and getting a new degree. So that's what the roadmap ahead, and we are always here to help. Thank you, Trinh. So the next slide, we have a short video clip on YouTube. I could explain more about the micro-credential. Thank you, Faye. That's very useful in the chat box.
Yes, I'm trying to share the video. Okay.
Can
Just a second.
Thank you.
Okay.
Time to take a bite-sized approach to learning and start using new skills today while building your future for tomorrow. Intrigued? Here's how it could work. You take 4 bite-sized compact micro-credentials from across the Mind Lab and Tech Futures Lab. You stack them together. Now you've got 60 transferable credits. Then you take on a postgraduate certificate with us. You get 60 more transferable credits. All up, you've got 120 credits you can use as a foundation to build your Masters. A Masters proposal and capstone project is worth the final 60 credits you need to reach 180 credits. And with that, you're now a master of your future, and you have a master's degree. Bite-sized learning can add up to big-sized impact. It's the future of learning. Everyone's journey is different, so talk with us and we'll help map yours out.
Thank you very much, Trinh.
Thanks for that, Truman. That was really awesome. Cool. So hopefully that triggers some thoughts in your minds and see where you go from here. But that pretty much concludes our ceremony today. On behalf of the Mind Lab and Education New Zealand, also just want to do a big thank you to Education New Zealand on behalf of the Mind Lab as well for the work that you've done and helping us to get this off the ground. So thank you so much for that. Vang and Trang, thank you so much for having me as part of this ceremony as well. So on behalf of the Mind Lab and ENZ, we just want to say congratulations again for an amazing achievement. It's been a pleasure having you study with us, and we look forward to having you continue your journey with us in the near future. And yeah, we just really hope to see you guys soon. So hopefully that's triggered some ideas in your minds to see where to from here. So I'm just going to close us off with a karakia, just the same way as we opened. Yep.
Before we close, just want to let you know that So the digital certificate you see on the screen with your
Yes.
name, we are going to send it to each of you, and also a print out copy as well, but that's going to be later on. Yeah, so look, yeah, stay tuned, and you will see it in your emails.
Yep, and along with that, you will also get a letter of completion as well as a digital badge to go with it as well. So that'll come out to you.
Sorry, Tino, I'm so
Yes,
sorry, but
that's
I
all
just
right.
want to chip in on behalf of Truman to share with you that Truman will be in Vietnam in late October. To be exact, it will be on the 30th of October, that Sunday. That means that is going to organize our New Zealand Education Fair together with the Consulate General and the Embassy of New Zealand here in Vietnam. So the MyLab will be there. So if you want to, have a conversation with one of your dear instructors, so be there. And if you want to find out more about what the MyLab can offer you for the next stage, please just visit our fair and have a chat with Truman then.
Yeah, and bring your families and friends
Thank
as
you,
well.
Awesome, thanks for that. Yes, very good reminder. Great, so I'll close us off now with a karakia, kia karakia tātou. Ka whakairihia te tapu, kia wātea ai te ara, kia turiki whakataha ai, kia turiki whakataha ai, haumi e, hui e, tai ki e.
Thank you.
Congratulations, everyone.
Well done.
Thank
Thanks,
you,
everybody. Well done.
everyone.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Bye-bye.
Hope to see you again. Not goodbye, but see you again.
Yes.
See you soon.
See you.
Ka kite.
Have a
Kia
good day.
kite.
So maybe we can stop the recording.
Yep.
Sure.